Hello everybody, how are you? Guys, this video is the 5 worst horseback riding training centers in San Diego. The 5 worst horseback riding training centers in San Diego. Number 1 on our list is the Broken Pelvis Horseback Riding Training Center. The guys, horseback riding is more difficult than you think, and when the name of the place is the Broken Pelvis, you kind of know what you're in for. But their idea of superior training is to make it as uncomfortable as possible. And to do that, they will put all kinds of obstacles out in the training ring. Not just your normal horse jumps and related obstacles. They'll put the entire McDonald's, Ronald McDonald, Hamburglar, they'll put the entire McDonald's universe out there in the ring for you to jump over and jump around and, steer yourself around. And as a result, you're going to end up injuring yourself, and they are happy about that. They call that phase 1 of your training. I call it irresponsible. So let's make that number 1 on our list. Now, number 2 is the Triangular Training Center, and this one is way out, about an hour east of town. The Triangular Training Center, they have one training method, and that is to make you ride at top speed, to gallop between the training center an hour east of town, downtown San Diego, down into Tijuana and back at high top speed, at full speed. Now, of course, you're going to say, well, a horse, never mind me, a horse can't go that far. That's why they have an entire army of horses to train you, and that's why the training itself is over $500,000 a day. But when you're talking about horseback riding training, the people in the horse world have more money than God, okay? God himself doesn't have as much money as the people in the horse world. So therefore, they don't have any qualms about coming up with this kind of cash. But that's not even really the worst of it. The worst of it is, this is not how you learn how to ride a horse at top speed for hours on end. So let's call that number 2 on our worst list. The third one is Garden of Eden Training Center, Horseback Riding Training Center. They have reconstructed what they believe to be the Garden of Eden, which is all well and good. It's very beautiful. However, they've also added 700,000 to 800,000 snakes. Alright, and they will slither around the ground right in front of you as you traverse the hills and dales of the training grounds, the fields around the barn there, because they're trying to get that entire biblical theme going. Well, that's all cool, but it makes you feel like, hey, if I step off this horse, snakes are gonna coil around my leg and pull me to the ground, and I'll be done for. It'll be curtains. So let's call that number 3. That's a no for me. Number 4 is container frustration. Container frustration is a training method where they set up McDonald's, Jack in the Box, other fast food, In-N-Out milkshakes, In-N-Out Neapolitan milkshakes. If you don't know what that is, it's a blend of chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. and you can only order it from the secret menu. But now you know. You just ask for a Neapolitan shake. They're going to mix all those up for you. Neapolitan shakes, pizza boxes, shipping containers that shipped packets of food, pallets, forklifts, anything that was used to move fast food or other food shipping box containers. They're going to put that all over the training ground. What they're trying to do is make it difficult for you as the rider, but also make it difficult for the horse, who was constantly distracted by the smell of Five Guys fries from the boxes or from the Pizza Hut pizza boxes. It's a little too cluttered. It looks like hell. I'm going to give that a no. That's number 4 on our list of worst. And finally, the one that really is kind of maybe the oddest on the list. It's scarcely frustration horseback riding training. They kind of go the other way. They want you frustrated, they want you challenged, but just barely. So when you go over a jump, for example, the bar is on the ground. And when you're first starting out, you might get a little afraid of, will the horse trip over this bar? And that's what they want. They want you slightly frustrated, scarcely frustrated. But the problem is you're supposed to advance quickly and lift that bar up and continue to get the horse to go higher, and therefore your skills will improve. They don't really want you to improve. No, they just want you scarcely frustrated, and they want you to stay at that level. I guess the idea is that you'll continue to pay for lessons because you'll be frustrated enough, but you won't really grow, so you'll never grow out of their training. It's a different method, but certainly not for me, and probably not for you either. Guys, those are the 5 worst horseback riding training centers in San Diego. If you know of others, get on the Tweeter, get on the YouTuber, let us know, because when you share and give information to everybody, the whole community grows together.